Alrighty, what's going on? What's going on, people? Go ahead and say that for last right there. Alright, cool, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. Excuse me. As I turn down this music or whatnot, man. I'm gonna be live streaming something different today. And my music just stopped playing on me for whatever reason. Okay. All right. Yeah. So today what we're going to be doing is showing you guys how to prep for a beat tape release. And some of the things that I, normally do in order to do that. I feel like if you're a beat maker and you're putting out your instrumental projects or your beat tapes, just to, for advertising purposes, just to keep your name out there in the streets and stuff like that. Excuse me, allergies. There's certain things that you can do to help yourself. It's no secret to what you can do to promote your project. Oh, music just popped back in. Okay, all right, cool. But anyway, man, so what we're gonna do tonight is I'm gonna show you guys some techniques that I normally use in order to prep for a beat tape. And I do have a beat tape coming out March 29th called Sound Clarity. Be released on all DSPs. Just a little 5-track situation or whatnot, man. And we're gonna talk about how you can, do certain things in order to enhance what you can do as far as promotion is concerned. So we're gonna keep this very short and simple. We're not making any music tonight, so this is not your forte. By all means, hey, like, subscribe, catch it later. But these are hidden gems. Hidden gems that somebody's gonna pass up. So if you're the lucky one that's really listening, hey man, kudos to you, man. So let's go ahead and get in here, man, and talk about a couple of things here. We're gonna turn that music down a little bit. All right, cool. So one of the tools as a beat maker you need to have is Canva. All right, Canva is one of those things where you could come in here and you could design all kind of cool stuff. Excuse me, or whatnot. This is basically a template that I'm working on for the beat tape or whatnot. And as you can see here, I have the cover in here and I have a template and I got some graphics up on here or whatnot, man, which is pretty cool, man, what you can do. But Canva is one of those things where it's just like your online graphic designing tool. And if you're creative and you know how to put the X's and the O's over top of each other and blend them together, Canva would be a good suit for you. Just to show you kind of like a couple of things that you could do with Canva. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to create an Instagram post. All right, you'll go to the Instagram post here, and then in your template situation right here, you could type in like album cover, right? And once you type in album cover or whatever the case may be, man, you get some templates here, man. And depending on what you like or what's going for you or whatnot, hey, it is what it is. It's something that you can utilize. So let's say, for instance, but you got to know your dimensions. Number one, you got to know what your dimensions are going to be called for on your digital streaming platform distributor. So if they're calling for a specific dimension, you got to have that. You got to know your dimensions for all your social media platforms. And dimensions are basically, X by X, that number, kind of like 1920 by 1080, vice versa for the reels, 1080 by 1920. So all of that has to make sense. All right. And if you don't understand that, you got a lot of work to do, so you got to know what file type is going to be used for as PNG or JPEG. You feel me? All that stuff makes sense, so you got to do your research or ask questions. Do you feel me? Or whatnot. But let's say, for instance, you just want to make an Instagram post and at least start somewhere. Canva has all kind of cool templates. So let's say, for instance, I don't know, this is something that you like right here, and you can edit this. That's the good thing about Canva. You don't need Photoshop skills. You just need imagination. So you can come in here and you can call this you know what I'm saying, beat tape, whatnot, you know what I'm saying. You can come in here, draw it out. You can come in here, change the color. You know, let's say for instance, you want to change that white text right there to, let's say for instance, a dark blue, or crying out loud. Then put an effect on it. You know what I'm saying? Outline it in a white color. Now it stands out. Bring it up at the top, shrink it down a little bit, move it over there. If you don't like that design, take it out because it's a template. Replace that picture with your picture. So I'm just going to use some uploaded stuff here. Boom, right there. Oh, let me do it again one more time, y'all. And it's so easy in here to do. So we're just going to replace that right there. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, we can change that. Change this black right here to this color right there. Boom, there it is. That's the template. You see what I'm saying? That's the template. You just made it yours. You see what I'm saying? And then when you're done with it, you can share it all kind of different ways. You can share it straight to Instagram and bypass, you know what I'm saying, everything or whatnot. Depending on if you got everything set up in Canva, you can download it, you know what I'm saying, you can print it out, however you need to do, man. But Canva is like one of those all-in solutions for your graphic needs or whatnot. Now, what we have here is a template. So basically, this is a visualizer template and everything like that. And just to show you guys here, I got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the same design, but the only difference is the title, okay, which is the title is in this red text right here, this little font right here, whatnot. And to show you guys that, you know what I'm saying, how it's gonna work is, this is a template that I had to purchase by way of Canva. It was a editable a Canva template that you could edit. So I had to purchase this. I'm not gonna tell you guys where that's at because you gotta do your own homework, you feel me? But it's what they call a beat visualizer that you can edit in Canva. All right, and so if we were to let's say for instance preview this particular design right here that's highlighted in purple, and let me zoom out a little bit more. All right, so that's the one we're working on, highlighted in purple, right? If we wanted to preview it, we just hit this little button right here, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna show me the template. So it's a video inside the template with another video on top of the template and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So basically you have 2 videos on top of each other. So if you got a question, can you edit video in Canva? Yes, you can. You can edit video in Canva or whatnot. And you see it right here. So basically, you know what I'm saying, I added my little logo situation here, changed the title, kept everything pretty much the same, and put the video on top of there. Now, if I was to, let's say I didn't want the video or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, basically I can, let's see, let's get out of here real quick. I don't want to mess up what I got already, but I'm gonna duplicate that page there, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. That way I know I'm not making any mistakes. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that video, and now you can see that this is a video right here. So basically, you know what I'm saying, I can show you guys basically how, or actually tell you how this kind of works. This is basically probably a 16 by 9 resolution video that's basically put in a Instagram format or whatnot. And this video ain't nothing but a still image. That's a video, you feel me? And then you just put this on top, and then right here at the bottom is, you know what I'm saying, a dark background with text and an image. That's basically what it is. This is some of those things that you just kind of gotta know graphic design in order to help you and everything like that. All right, but you can see here I just overlaid it with a video, and this particular video right here is just a video right here that I made in an app on my phone called Mosho, Mosho. And let me see if I can put that in a ticker for you guys. Let me pull that up so you guys can be understanding what's going on here. All right, so Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me type that up. All right, cool deal. So basically, that's what it is. Mosho. It's an iOS app that you can buy, where you can download on your phone, and it'll make these type of videos that's playing. So basically, it's just take an image and do all this turning of the image and all these kind of effects in that particular app, man. And basically downloaded that video, added it as a layer in here, and overlaid it on the other video, and boom, that's what you got right there. And so, you know, saying after you do all of that or whatnot, man, you just basically download it. You know what I'm saying? Download it to your system and everything like that. Now, once you get that downloaded to your system, what you'll have is you can bring those videos in your favorite video editing program and you know what I'm saying, start adding your music to the video itself. All right, so that's what we're gonna do today. You know what I'm saying, utilize that part right there. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is trying to think how I'm gonna do this. Let's see here. I'm gonna open up, actually I'm gonna create a new project here. All right, and we're gonna call this beat tape social media visualizer. Now when you're creating excuse me, your videos for all of your tracks, you got to think about what format you want to put this out. You can go by the regular Instagram, Facebook post dimensions. That's 1080 by 1080. You have to think about Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Is that something that you promote on a lot? So that particular dimension is going to be 1080 by 1920. If you're only going to be doing large format video platforms such as YouTube, Vimeo, and you know what I'm saying, regular Facebook posts, you could just do 6x9, 1920 by 1080 format. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different formats that you have to think about and how you're going to utilize it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it kind of hard. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of be for sure, or you're going to be going back and making videos for each one of them. Nowadays, and the way you have to promote, it's all about that 1080 by 1920 format. You feel me? So that's the format that you can basically share on all platforms and it's acceptable. That's my research on it. I do marketing and PR for my wife's company, for myself and a couple of other people. And you know what I'm saying, I stress the what I call the real format, which is the 1080 by 1920. You can basically, you know what I'm saying, utilize the social media manager software, and you can take that one video in that same format, 1080 by 1920, and you can set up AI or set up the software to have the same post description and utilize that same video and post it on all your social media platforms at one time, such as Instagram takes the real format, Facebook takes it, TikTok takes it, YouTube Shorts take it. You see what I'm saying? That's probably what the four main ones that a lot of people use. Boom, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, uploading each video on each platform, having to worry about different dimensions, I'm going to use the post dimension or the real dimension. Just make it easy on yourself. And that's what we're going to do today. So let me go ahead and create a, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. We're going to create a folder in this particular project location here. Let me go ahead and choose that real quick, and just trying to find my folder where I'm gonna put this folder at, so I can actually I'm gonna put it right here, to be honest with you. Yeah. Whatnot. Let's choose this location. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to choose the location of where I'm gonna save everything for this video. If you don't understand how Adobe Premiere works, you have to define your location of where everything is going to live at for this particular video editing session. All right, we're going to select that right there. And then what we're gonna do is just basically not import all this stuff in here, and got our sequence, and let me just go here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit create here. All right, and as it's creating here, it basically put all of my stuff in there. All right, cool. So I highlighted everything that was in that folder for whatever reason, and it created my stuff in here, whatnot. Now, before we even start doing anything with the video or whatnot, these green files are the beats, okay? And then what we did in Canva is right here. Now you can see very closely, if I was to blow this up for you guys, that the preview window or the source window or the program window actually is in a 1080 by 1080 format, the video itself. But you can see this black canvas is the regular YouTube format or regular video format, 1920 by 1080. So we have to change that before we even start working. So what I'm gonna do is go into the sequence settings in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm gonna change the video frame rate or the format or the resolution or the dimensions, whatever you want to call it or whatnot. And we're just gonna basically switch this around. All right, so we're gonna just put this on 1080 by 1920. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. And then because I'm a stickler of specs, everything got to be precise, I'm gonna put this on 30 frames per second. Why, you ask? Because every video format works the best. If not, that's the only frames per second that social media will take. If you try to put up a video that's 24 frames per second, it probably won't take. I used to have this problem during COVID with Instagram Live and Instagram Reels when it first came out. And every time I do a video, it would be in 24 frames per second, denied. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned and what I read and what I researched is 30 frames per second works on pretty much every social media platform. It's kind of like the middle. 24 frames per second is kind of like your cinematic mode, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. 60 frames per second is that high definition, fast resolution and whatnot that you can also slow down and get that slow-mo effect, but it's a faster and the file size is larger. 30 is kind of like, it's in the middle, you know what I'm saying? You get the both the best of worlds or whatnot. I don't know why it's acceptable in social media, but 30 frames per second. Just remember that 30 frames per second for all your social media whatnot. So we changed our dimensions to 1080 by 1920. That's going to give us that TikTok Reels type of look, whatnot. And you can see here our whole canvas changed, and you can see we got that TikTok situation going on. All right, so what I have to do now is basically go ahead and zoom in here, and I'm gonna have to change the video scaling. Okay, so you can see that the video is kind of like out of bounds. It's not in the what I call the safe zone, which is this white line, this white situation here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just bring down the scale just a little bit. All right, and that is my out of bounds about right there. All right, and boom, there it is. That's what we got for our social media situation, right? You can take it a step further, and this is gonna be some advanced stuff or whatnot. Now that I fixed my scaling to fit inside of the 1080 by 1920 dimension, what I can do here is highlight, well, basically take this one right here. I'm sorry, because I've only fixed one. And I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate that one. Let me get it right just a second. Oh crap. Hold on a second, y'all. I've been noticing there we go. All right, cool. So basically I duplicated that video, right? And so what I'm gonna do with the top layer is basically put an effect on there. All right, which is going to be the camera blur effect. So I don't expect y'all to know this, but it's good to have that knowledge just in case somebody's editing your video and you're like, you can explain what's going on, producers. All right, trying to help y'all out, man. So you take the camera blur and you're gonna put it on top of the duplicated clip, right? And you can see that it's blurred. So I put it on the wrong one. My bad. Put it on the bottom one. Boom, there it is. All right. Now you take that the affected video clip and you just blow it up. All right. So what we're gonna do is just blow that up. And now you have that appearance of, it's kind of like a overlay of what you got already. You see what I'm saying? So just kind of like moving it around, just making sure that it kind of makes sense or whatever the case may be. And what you can do is take this one right here and you can kind of squeeze it in a little bit more, because sometimes TikTok will take your 1080 by 1920 video and blow it up just a little bit, and then some of the stuff that you have will be out of bounds and whatnot. I don't know why TikTok does that, but I don't know. But we'll put it on 80 and it's in the safe bounds right there. So you know what I'm saying, this audio that's attached to this video was a part of the template in Canva. So I gotta go ahead and unlink that and then disable that clip right there. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is pause the music right here. And these are 25-second clips that I have here. All right. So this, I think the first beat we got here. Yeah. This first beat is Aftermath or whatnot. And let's say, for instance, we'll put the video right there. And I got to find this point in the song that I want to use. Right there. All right. So I just take that video, boom, delete that audio that's hanging around there. And now this is a 25-second clip. I learned my lesson of, I used to make the whole video for the whole beat and then I'm cutting it down in social media. Well, now that I use automation with social media, I'm not going to go ahead and do that. So basically what I'll do is just find a point in the song that you could play, you know what I'm saying, just a small clip, maybe 30 seconds or 50 seconds or something like that, just to get a feel for it. So we're going to duplicate that. That'll make that 50 seconds. I don't know what's going on with this damn keyboard and my duplication. I'm going to use the, okay. All right, cool. So you'll see what's going on now. And let me put that on the full resolution. So in Adobe Premiere Pro, for some reason, you know what I'm saying, you could select a playback resolution. You can get the full resolution, or you can kind of downgrade the resolution a little bit so your computer can run a little bit or whatnot. So I'm going to put it on full and give you the full effect. All right, cool deal. So that's basically what you see right there. So even when we made that copied version of, you know what I'm saying, the video, made the blur or whatnot, you still see the animation going on in the background, on the blurred background or whatnot. So it kind of just adds, you know what I'm saying, some flavor to the visual, right? All right, cool. So after that, you know what I'm saying, normally what I do, and this can apply to any video editor that you have out there, I just basically set a loop point here. And let me check the end of this right here, because I may be done with this. See, I don't like that part right there, so I got to find another part in the beat. All right there. All right, so I don't like that part, so let me just go ahead and move all of that right there. And let's go ahead and set my clip there. All right, cool. And that's where the video will stop right there. You know what I'm saying? Just giving your audience, your social media audience, a little glimpse of what they can go and check out, you know what I'm saying, on the streaming platforms or whatnot. But they'll see a visualization. Oh, okay, that's the track name. Oh, okay, this is the cover. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be marketable and it has to make sense marketably and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing this. Oh, okay, you see the cover. Okay, the cover. All right, the cover. That way when you go looking on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you know what I'm saying, streaming your music on, when you type in whatever you're looking for, you'll see the cover. You have the track name. And then of course you have your own branding that you could put in there on your visualizer and stuff like that. And or should I say the background visuals, you know what I'm saying, when you're looking at it, it's like, oh, how he did that? Oh, he's got a desk, he's got a computer. Does this little iPad, it's got graphics on it? It sure do got graphics. Whole time the music is psychologically in your audience head and stuff like that. So that's the whole purpose of visualizers. Not to just give you a picture with music. You gotta kind of like know, okay, I got a video and do it like that. Now there's other ways you could do visualizers out there, such as, you know what I'm saying, utilizing B-roll. B-roll is what you can capture on your phone. Let's say you live, I don't know, in a scenic area, kind of like Denver, Colorado. Go hiking in the mountains. Take your phone, record all kind of B-roll, all kind of video. You take that video that you recorded on your phone, put a nice LUT on top of it, you know what I'm saying? Put your music on top of there with some text. You got yourself a music or a beat visualizer, you know what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily have to be in a scenic background. Take your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Take your dog, you know what I'm saying? If your dog playful in the backyard or whatever, and your backyard is nice, decent and stuff like that, take video of your dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to just be attractive, you feel what I'm saying? Or whatnot. It don't necessarily have to be with all the glitz and glamour and the Canva template that I'm doing or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? That's me. That's what I like to do, you know what I'm saying? But you can make it very, very simple for yourself by utilizing this fucking $1,200 device that everybody pays for nowadays. You're paying all that motherfucking money for it. You might as well motherfucking use it. And it takes very, very good video quality. Don't sleep on these devices because they're not only just a communication device, but this camera right here, this is the iPhone 15 Pro. This camera right here, I'm gonna tell you something. This camera right here, it's a motherfucking beast, man. It seems like Apple is, I mean, they're just stepping the camera game up every version, and you can do some very wonderful things. Like this right here has macro shooting for video. That's unheard. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, but anyway, man, you can take visualizing and do anything with that or whatnot. Now, back to the Adobe Premiere Pro video situation right here. So basically what I have highlighted right here, that's basically what I'm gonna use. What I would do next is just export this region that we have looped and export it out. Got myself a video. You know what I'm saying? This is all it right here. Now it looks plain and stagnant. That's okay, because once you know what I'm saying, put it in let's say TikTok or Shorts or Facebook or Instagram, you know what I'm saying, you can add your own text on there. Now, because it's me and I utilize posting to social media a little differently, everything is automated. I have to put my text on there beforehand and stuff like that. So what I normally would do is just basically find some text that I have over here. And these are what they call Mogert files or motion graphic files in Adobe Premiere Pro. And what I normally do is just basically I'll find like a text file that I could throw on top of there, man, and just copy and paste. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just trying to find something really, really quick to show you guys. Let's see here. I think I'm onto something right here. Or you can even do like some elements. So let me find an element in here that I could actually show you guys. That's really, really cool. Let's see here. Yeah, that'd be cool right here. All right. So excuse me. Sorry about that. So it's loading up this motion graphic edit situation here. Let me check that out. Let me see what this is doing. Okay, it's an explosion. All right, cool. So you see that explosion right there? We're just gonna take that explosion here And because that's at the end of the video, check this out. So right here, when it explodes, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you see the name. So I have to place it right here. When that name comes out and it starts over, look at the name of the track right here. You'll see it disappear. And it shows up right there. And so I have to put that at the beginning of this clip right here. And I'm just using this just for demonstration purpose. So it'll start right there at the clip. And then what you could do is you could take it a step further. You know what I'm saying? And let's say, for instance, you want a lightning situation or whatnot, kind of like a flash bomb. Let's see what this will do. You know, some shit like that. And of course, it's going to move slow because I have it in the full resolution. So let's bring it down to a quarter. You see what I'm saying? So it's all kind of shit that you could do. That's a little bit of overkill. You know what I'm saying? The fire I really don't like. I actually like that flash thing because of the diamonds in the cover. So let me utilize that real quick. All right. Just to give you just different ideas or whatnot. All right. So once you do that, you get everything lined up. Play it back one more time. And all of this stuff all it's basically doing is trying to grab your attention, grab your eye on what's going on in the video. That's it, man. All right. So let's say, for instance, we were done with that and I was going to look for a text, right? I got carried away. All right. What you can do is, let's say, for instance, when it does come out, you just find your text, a lower third, you know what I'm saying? Something that you could just put in here. And I'm trying to find a text that I can utilize. Something like this right here. You know what I'm saying? And what you can do is it's kind of like throw that right here and put it out throughout the whole track. Now you can see that it's big. The reason why it's big like that is because it's a 4K motion graphic file. So I have to scale it down in the resolution of the social media format, which is the 1080 by 1920. So scaling it down, just basically making it excuse me, making it smaller. So what you'll do is just highlight that clip or that motion graphic file and just make it smaller like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that right there. And then you just move it where you need to move it. You can put it kind of right here, you know what I'm saying? Or you could put it at the top. And this is where you got to kind of think about, you know what I'm saying, social media. All right. Where does all the stuff at, where you read at, where it's located at in this TikTok type of form? Everything is at the bottom. Facebook, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff is all at the bottom. Your description, the likes, the number of people that, you know what I'm saying, commented, all that stuff is at the bottom and on the right hand side. So this text is really good because I just moved it up to the top and it's all the way, it's pretty much to the right. So now I'm out of harm's way. So if I play this again, so now I could name that, you know what I'm saying, let's say, for instance, we can call this sound clarity out now, exclamation mark. Reset it, bring down the font right there. Remember, you want to keep everything in your safe boundaries and then go to the next text line over here. And I don't expect y'all to know this. You have to work in. It took me about 6 years to understand Adobe Premiere Pro. So, and then we could put up, let's say, sound clarity out now on all. We could put like on all DSP, digital streaming platforms, digital streaming on all DSPs. We're just gonna say with all DSPs. You know what I'm saying? or we could say stream now on all. Yeah, let's do that. Stream now on all DSPs. There we go. All right, cool. So we have that right there. So basically, when we hit play, and it'll play for the majority of that video. You can see there, we fast forward, it'll go away, let you kind of like look at the visualizer, boom, flashbang, and then copy it over just like that. Now we're done. Stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Boom, there it is. So what I normally do is just cut the music off in the front, in the beginning, because I'm stuck on those right there. And there he is. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is trimmed up from the front to the back. Hit play. Boom, there it is. You know what I'm saying? It just continue to do the rinse and repeat situation. I'm trying to think, should I say sound clarity? Because it's already got the title in there, I'm just gonna go back and rename this beat tape. Yeah, I just do beat tape. That way it's not redundant. So when it comes to marketing your services or whatever, don't be too redundancy. That's what I've learned from all of this. And I used to have time to do all of this crap, but what I did learn was redundancy. A lot of people just kind of like don't like that, and it's tacky now and stuff like that. So I'll just say beat tape out now, stream now on all DSPs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have to basically redo this and duplicate that over here. There we go. About right there. All right, cool. So that's the first. That's our first visualizer right there. So you know, I just chose to go with the 1080 by 1920 format, dimensions, or resolution, and you know, what I'm saying, duplicated my video, my original video that I had from Canva, put a blur effect on the underlayer, get my beat, you know, what I'm saying, put it where I want in the beat, and add my text graphics and any other bells and whistles that you want to overlay on top of that video, and cut your beat from the stop, or actually, you know, trim your beat around that video length, and you're good to go. So that's kind of like how it would look, short, sweet, and simple. And I have to rinse and repeat on all the other 4 beats that I have in here. I'll work on that at a later time. But for me, it's just super simple, man, because once you find another spot in the video, you know what I'm saying, where you want to, I guess, you know what I'm saying, advertise the next beat. Let's say, for instance, so like this part right here, I normally will put a marker here. All right, so we put a marker there. This is a little green indentation right here, and then because I know that little flashbang is at the beginning, I'll just basically just copy that part over, keep it on the same line, and I know for sure this is where I need to put the video at, right here. So right here. That's without the video, right? See what I'm saying? So I just made my workload 10 times easier. Cut that at the beginning because I already got a marker there. And everything else is going to be basically trimmed around the video. Cut the rest of that at the end. Boom, there it is. So all I got to do now later on is just move the video over here and do the thing with the, you know, saying camera blur and everything like that, man. And you can see right here, we're kind of like, we need to, oh shit, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Of course, we need to, you know, saying scale our situation. I'm gonna do this real fast. So we're just gonna unlink, disable the music, delete it out of there. because that's not my music on there. That's just kind of like a example little instrumental situation. Then scale that video down to fit in the actual beat dimensions here. So I'm gonna scale it down, put it right there in the middle. And then what I'm gonna do is duplicate that, go back to effects, choose the camera blur, put it on the bottom one, and then scale up the camera blur clip and fit it in there like I need to. That easy. And then just copy it over. Oops, I forgot to highlight both of them. Flashbang. See what I'm saying? Just that simple. Move on to the next one and stuff like that. So that's how you kind of like make your visualizers. Again, you don't have to utilize the 1080 by 1920. But if you do want to make changes to this, number one, you got to make sure that your raw video or your raw video or image is in that particular resolution for the overall video resolution. So if you want to upload it on YouTube, you got to make sure that your image is fitting somewhat of the YouTube format that can fit inside that 1920 by 1080. Don't forget about Instagram post dimension, which is 1080 by 1080. And that's Instagram and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is strictly 1080 by 1920. YouTube Shorts strictly 1080 by 1920. So you got all this shit going on, man. It's like all kind of dimensions. That's why I said you got to do your research on this or whatnot, man. And that's basically it, man. So that's the visualizer part on there. Now, the $1 million question for a lot of people is, where do I get beat visualizers? I got you, man. I got you. Google. Just Google. Just type in beat visualizers. Hit enter. And you're going to come across a whole bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of situations out there. But people, they're not free. You're going to have to invest into this particular situation, or you pay somebody to do it. I'm not doing it because niggas don't want to pay. You know what I'm saying? But there's people out there that can do it for you. You know what I'm saying? That you feel like you want to pay. Now, you can pay me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to charge it. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to. I don't understand that, man. Like, people want shit. They want to be marketable, but then they don't want to pay. I don't understand that shit. But anyway, that's another conversation. But nothing with beat visualizers is free. They do have some free stuff, but this is what's going to happen with free. You're going to have whatever software that enables that to be free. It's going to be a logo at the bottom right or the bottom left corner. You know what I'm saying? Or there's going to be some type of timestamp that'll come in, flash in, and flash out, because it's saying, hey, we did this. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a beat tag. You know what I'm saying? So just know that for sure that there's music visualizers out there that's real good. But I'm gonna help you guys out. There's one of them for sure that you guys can use, and it's absolutely free. Let me see here. Let's go to another one right here. It's called Vizzy, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Vizzy right here. So Vizzy is kind of like a donation type of site, and that's Vizzy.io. Okay, let me put that in the nope. Let me put that in the lower tag right here. Let me copy and paste that, man. Well, I kind of want y'all to succeed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I hate people that be gatekeeping information, man. Because trust me, man, all this shit I knew, I ain't asked for. I just had to go find that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, I'm a resourceful type of person. Some people ain't that way. You know what I'm saying? God bless them. But it's just, it is what it is, man. So, that's the website right here. Vizzy.io. All right. You're going to get ads like this. That's another number. Every time you do go to another web page, an ad going to pop up. You have to hit close and deal with all that crap. But, I'm going to pick one of these things I used to kind of play around with right here. So this is one right here that, and while I'm doing that, let me bring let me go on ahead and save this real quick before I fuck around and lose my shit and I'll be pissed off. All right. So we save that, man. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of there. All right, and then we're gonna go back here. All right, so I tried double clicking on this thing and it's not opening up for some reason. Let me see here. Oh, you got to click on the hamburger icon, edit project. All right, it's asking you, can you donate? If you can, go ahead and donate. Now, this is the last. I just put my logo in here, and I was just playing around in here, so I really don't know too much about Vizzy.io, but it's free. If you want to figure it out and play around with it, by all means, do what you do. They do have some templates in here, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're on a high speed internet connection as well. So I'm going to hit play and see what happens. Oh, I think this is a beat they already had in here. I just put my logo in here, but this will give you an idea of beat visualizer. So that's my logo. And they got everything in here for you. If you like that and you want to use that as a visualizer, cool. Not a problem. You feel me? You can go up here at the top right corner, explore creations. And these are some of the visualizers created by the staff, I guess the website staffs and everything like that. You can go to most popular and you can choose some here, and everybody has used this shit before. These are real cool ones right here. This caught my eye right here. It's asking me to donate. I don't want to donate, so it's gonna load up a demo song, I'm quite sure. And this is probably something that someone did, and you can share it onto this online community and everything like that. All right. It says it couldn't load up the Spectrum image, so use default logo. We're gonna hit the donate button here, and it's gonna put us right here where we need to be at. And that's why I couldn't load up that. It couldn't load up that car inside that car image for whatever reason. But you can replace your image right down here. All right. And this is where you will edit on this side and everything like that. Just to give you an idea of what Vizzy.io is capable of right there. Probably one of the pretty good ones out there. Now, there's other ones out there that works 10 times better than this and not as difficult, but it costs. It costs. All right. So basically, that's what that is right there, man. So that's basically what we got going on tonight. Remember, some free resources, man. You know what I'm saying? Canva. Check it out, man. Canva. Canva. This is your one-stop shop to everything. Covers, goddamn flyers, YouTube thumbnails. I mean, resumes, Instagram stories, posts, templates, I mean, logos, goddamn Facebook posts, freaking video. You can do videos in here. If you got imagination and you got to know how and you got to go get it, hey, Canva, that's where it's at, man. So that's what that is right there. Vizzy.io, as you see it in the top, at the lower third, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is right there. And it's another situation I kind of want to turn you guys on to help you beat makers out there, you know what I'm saying? Get your beats on visuals, man. Because I'm still seeing a lot of beat makers, you know what I'm saying, have a picture with music. That shit that's old, man. We ain't doing that shit no more, man. If you got an iPhone, Mosho. Oh, and Android too. Check out Mosho. That's what you can do with a single image. Mosho. Yes. Another one that I use a lot that's really, really good is Dizzy. All right. Excuse me. Let me see here. I'm trying to see where is that Dizzy. I think it's supposed to be Dizzy app. Let's see here. Yeah, Dizzy with an I. All right. This is the logo for it right here. Dizzy. You can do all kind of cool ass video effects, man, with this, man. Really, really cool. You can see on this video demo right here. Um, and it's super cheap, man. Like, all these apps that do this, you got to pay that little subscription, you know what I'm saying, every month off your debit card and stuff like that. Man, go ahead and pay for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like gas. I mean, what you're going to pay for these apps is basically a gallon of gas, man. Stop being cheap, man. Come on now. Everybody wants something for free. You don't want to invest into what it is that you're trying to put out there. But Dizzy is real good. DIZZI, Apple only. Sorry about you Android users. But it works really, really well. You can see a 4.7 out of 5 rating, which is really, really good. And I can vouch for it. You could do some awesome stuff with it or whatnot, man. So that is all the goodies that I have and the hidden gems that I have for you producers and beat makers out there. If you're not privy to doing beat visualizers for your social media platform or YouTube or any other social media shit that you got going on and stuff like that, man, utilizing beat visualizers is a good way to promote your upcoming projects or, promote, your beats and stuff like that, man. Any type of visualizer, but you got to Google because it's a lot of them out there. V.io. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Check out CapCut. CapCut got some shit on there too. You feel me? So there's a lot out there, man. Another thing I wanted to talk about before we get out of here is this website, and I did a video for this. I'm gonna have to add the little card above me at the top left. But I did a video for this or whatnot, and it's called mixcheckstudio.com, man. I did a mix for somebody, and the music was like a little bit low. It was too low when I listened to it back in the car, whatnot. So, without going through and opening up the Studio One session and trying to figure out what it is that I need to do and what corrective action, what I did was just uploaded that mix to mixcheckstudio.roxaudio.com, man. I'm just gonna give y'all the website because that's a little bit too much right there, man. Y'all getting some hidden gems tonight, man. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Whether you make beats or you make you do mixing or whatever the case may be, if it is a mix or a beat that you feel like there's some trouble with and you need that second opinion, and you cannot call your homeboy or your colleague or your manager or your mama or your girlfriend, your wife or your kids or whatnot, MixCheck Studio is an AI no man. So you know how you got a yes man, yeah man, that bitch fire, knowing damn well that shit ain't fire. Well, MixCheck Studio is your no man and stuff like that. It's AI driven. You upload your track in there, give it a few minutes to analyze the track. After that, maybe take about 3-4 minutes or whatever the case may be. All you got to do is just basically choose your genre of music. It's going to give you the sample rate, the bit depth. It's going to tell you if you're clipping a little bit over, or whatever the case may be. You can see here, I was clipping just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to tell you if it's mono capable. Yes. Your integrated loudness. This is probably one of the things I was really looking for when I uploaded here. Integrated loudness is LUFS. You know what I'm saying? Loudness units full scale, in short. LUFS. Right now, integrated loudness metered at negative 17.5. All my mixes needed to be at negative 10. I dropped the ball on this because I was in a rush. So I'm going to have to go back into the session, crank up the volume, at least 7 dB in order to get it on a competitive level with all the other records out there on streaming or whatnot. True peak loudness at 0. Narrow stereo field. Is that good? I don't know. Let's read the comments. So when you do analyze your particular record or whatnot, AI will actually spit out some comments. Like for real, it'll tell you what you need to do. So like this number one statement right here, the mix appears to be some minor clipping occurring. You can probably safely ignore this. However, you should check for any audible distortion in your track. All right. Number 2, your track seems to a bit narrow in the stereo field. Say less. What it's telling you is AI feels like you need to make that track a little bit wider. Something else I'm gonna have to go back and fix. And excuse me. The third thing is your track appears to have a dynamic range that may be a little bit too broad for this genre or whatnot. So the dynamic range basically, you know what I'm saying, is basically there's not enough dynamic range. You know what I'm saying? I need to kind of put a little limiting on there, squeeze it a little bit more so you can get more energy out of it. Now that all depends on what type of track that you got. If it's a lot of motion and energy in the track, you know what I'm saying, and then you listen to that, you compress it or clip it, it may be a little bit too much. So use your own common sense, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, take heed to what they're telling you. It's just basically, you know what I'm saying, a nomad, just suggestions and whatnot, but you use your common sense in order to make your hypothesis or whatnot. And you can see right here that the track look like it's slow. Normally you will have this you know what I'm saying, goddamn rectangle on most mix. You just have two rectangles or whatnot, man. But you can still see that we got a lot of dynamics and we have a lot of room to turn up. Now, if this is a mix, then this is totally fine to send in for mastering. So, and I forgot to tell you guys, when you do upload your track, it gives you the option to choose mix or master, because it's gonna determine what kind of information it's gonna give you back as far as feedback is concerned. So I chose the mix option. So right now I just need to make the minor tweaks to raising it up a little bit to -14, and then giving it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, broader stereo field. Cool, not a problem. We send that off to mastering, do what they do, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So mixcheckstudio.roxaudio.com, man. Make sure you go ahead and check that out right there, man. That's all for tonight, man. Really short, sweet, and simple. I don't have time to edit stuff like that, so it's gonna be a lot of live streams coming to you guys, and I'm allergies, man. Allergies kicking my ass right now, so it's kind of like right now, I don't know, for some reason at night my lungs just kind of like, they get real sensitive, so every time I breathe air in, you know what I'm saying, I have to cough. So I don't want to be coughing on, you know what I'm saying, in you guys' ear and stuff like that. That's why I decided to take a little, you know what I'm saying, little detour and talk about something that's beneficial to beat makers and producers out there and artists. You can utilize this information I gave you guys tonight. You can utilize this information as well for your music as well, man. It's not really per se for, you know what I'm saying, producers and beat makers and stuff like that, man. So utilize beat visualizers. Artists, your songs, you can utilize visualizers for your song as well, and you know what I'm saying, to make your songs more attractive and stuff like that, man. This has been your boy Super Mario, man. Appreciate everyone tuning in to the videos, checking them out, man. Subscribing, commenting and stuff like that, man. Let me just give one shout out, actually two shout outs, man. One shout out to my boy Record, man. Loyalty comes in a lot of forms of fashion, but that guy right there, man, shout out to him, man. Cause when he tune in. Another one I want to give a shout out to my boy Los, man. Los, he's been on my YouTube channel before on live stream. But Los, man, I appreciate you, because what we talk about, you're one of the reasons why this channel is going to be doing some big things here come the summer and stuff like that, man. I think you know what I'm talking about, because you ask me questions every 3 months about this about this YouTube channel. So we're at a point right now, man, where this YouTube channel is going to be accepted by Google to take it to the next level. So if the numbers and the analytics are moving the way they're moving and stuff like that, we'll be able to do a lot of things with this particular channel, which is pretty good, man. So you gotta stay tuned, man. You gotta subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like a video, man. It's gonna really open up a lot of opportunities. And all of this free game that I'm giving you guys will not be available anymore. It's gonna be available through another type of channel. Not YouTube channel, but another form of you know what I'm saying, accessing it or whatnot, man. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, things are moving up, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not really working hard, and I wish I could, but you know, life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go to work. Like, I gotta be up at 5:15 in the morning and stuff like that. I gotta drive an hour to work, spend, you know what I'm saying, freaking all day there, and then come back and do what I do here, work out, take care of my kids and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, and rinse and repeat, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying, all the hard work is really kind of paying off. So I try to tell people all the time, man, like, go ahead and put your hard work in, because it pays off. Like, really, if I know anything, if you don't believe me and my advice, and you don't believe that damn plaque up on the wall right there, and you still don't believe me, like, far as my knowledge and my skills and my expertise in audio, specifically music production and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, let me tell you one thing. Please believe me when I tell you, it ain't gonna come right now when you say, well, I want to accomplish X, Y, and Z. But you put the work in, little bit by little bit. Every axe that you hit on the wood, you're chipping off wood. And eventually that motherfucking tree gonna fall its ass over. I'm telling you, bro. It's almost like physics. If you stay in motion, it's gonna stay in motion. But when you stop, you stop. That simple, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta keep moving and stuff like that, man. Like, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? I said all of that to say, man, shout out to them two brothers right there, man. You know what I'm saying? They really contribute, what I'm saying, some watch hours to the channel. And those little bit of watch hours, that axe on the tree really helps. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out there, everybody get discouraged. Yeah, this guy right here gets discouraged too, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be like, man, fuck all this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. This shit ain't doing nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? If you really got a passion for this, and it's not about the money, it's not about the hoes, it's not about getting access to drugs, it's not about getting your, never mind, I was going to say something else, but, you know what I'm saying? All that other shit, you got to have that burning desire inside. If you don't have the burning desire inside for music, you ain't going to get where you're going to get at. Point blank end, period. I've seen a lot of people come where I came, and they just fell off. And if they didn't want to, life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? And the desire to do it, it just dies away, you know what I'm saying? So you just, it's a marathon. It's not a race. And when people say that, they telling the truth. When somebody say it's a marathon, it's not a race or something, you got to keep chopping at the wood at it and stuff like that. When they talking that shit, saying basically there's no shortcuts, when you hear people talk about that, please believe them. They spitting some game out there, man, because it ain't no shortcuts, man. It takes time. And when God calls you to say, hey, I'm gonna give you a shot, you gotta be ready. And when you're not ready, man, it ain't gonna work out, bro. Or you just lost your opportunity, have to start all over again. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say on that right there, man. God bless y'all, man. Y'all stay creative out there, man. Stay busy, man. We probably do another live stream at the end of the week, and stuff like that. And I promise I'll be making beats on this one. I did a lot of mixing. This time I'll do some beat making and whatnot, man, because I got a lot of new shit in when it comes to sounds and stuff like that. But like I said, bro, life be life. Stuff like that. So, excuse me. My cough is coming in, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off this live stream, man. Beat visualizers, take use of it, man. If you can't find it, Google that motherfucker, man. Cause guess what? That's how I learn. Stuff like that, man. So do your own research, man. Find your beat visualizers, make your music stand out there, be different. Man, stay creative, man. This your boy Super Mario, man. We up out of here, man. Peace.